Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? Testing. I think the mic is working. All right, let's check out some of the earnings today. What's going on? Fusion TV. Adam. Using my gains from Netflix CR play yesterday to YOLO? Let's go. That's what's up. Let's see. Did anything come out yet? Let's see. Sleep Number came out. Pretty good numbers, actually. Ooh, market did not like it. Market did not like that. But let's see what the numbers look like. So Sleep Numbers earnings per share is $2.51. Beat estimate of 183. Sales is 586 million as opposed to 580 mil. Let's see. So that's an 84% increase in earnings per share compared to the last year, from the same period last year. And sales is a 24% increase compared to the same period last year. So that's actually pretty good numbers. But yo, how much the Sleep Number gone up from last year's, right? Sleep Numbers last year was trading around like $60, give or take, a few dollars there. And it was before market close, it was at like 124. You know, right now it's at 117. That's still like 100% increase compared to last year. So they had a few good ERs on the way up, but it's starting to slow down. So I guess that's why it's kind of like coming down a little bit. Hey, what's up, Kip? And Spendo, what's going on? So they raised their guidance. They said they're raising the full year's earning per share guidance from $6 to $6.50, which is actually quite bullish. This is probably going to be something that I would add on to my watch list, because I kind of like the raise guidance part. So that means it's just a matter of time before we find that buying opportunity. I'm good, man. Doing good. I picked up some RVP last time with you, and I sold some off. Picked it up again around the 1050 area. So I'm still back into RVP again. Oh, yum. What kind of chicken? Better be some Popeyes, yo. You're out of capital, man? Damn, Kip. What have you been playing? What's going on? Oh, Peruvian chicken? I like that too. Peruvian chicken's good. Oh, hey, what's up, JP? Yeah, hold on. Let me disable the chart relay. There you go. Netgear reported today too. I didn't even see that coming. Let me see what else is on the list today. So today we got LRCX, Chipotle, and Whirlpool, Kinder Morgan. I didn't even see Netgear on the list, man, to be honest with you. Netgear had pretty good numbers as well. Let's see. Earnings per share was 99 cents as opposed to 66 cents. Sales is 317 million as opposed to 310 mil. This is a 371% increase compared to last year. And that's really good, man. And about 38% increase in sales compared to last year for Netgears. Yo, why isn't Netgear like up heavily? Because you would think Netgear would be a pretty good investment for this year, since they're coming up with, like, you know, 5G and stuff, and then there's also the new routers that are. There's a new router upgrade called the Wi-Fi 6 that everybody should start moving to, like, or everyone would probably begin moving to, like, this year and next year, if not even, like, if some people didn't start it last year. Oh, SPY sell side? Whirlpool just came out. Your favorite stock, man. Today was 2.2 billion to the buy side at market close. So Whirlpool came out, earnings per share. Oh, they smacked it. Up $11 after earnings. So Whirlpool, $7.20 beat 541. Sales is 5.36 billion as opposed to 4.85 billion. That's a record beat, man. 155% increase compared to the same period last year. And about 23% increase compared to last year. Yo, what's up, Grady? What's going on? So LRCX just came out as well. Earnings per share is $7.49. Beat estimate of $6.60. Sales is 3.85 billion as opposed to 3.69. So this is an 88% increase compared to last year. That's doing really good. And this is in sales is a 53% increase compared to last year. So last year was trading around like 350-ish, 340-ish. Now it's at like 640, so about it's easily 100% increase. So I don't know if we have like a value opportunity yet on the fundamental side, but pretty good. Pretty good so far.
I can feel it somewhere inside haunting, like a drug.
So let's see. They also provided guidance as well.
There's a love that fits so perfect, it's hard to believe. There's a reason I can feel my heart stop beating, and the air gets
Kind of weird. That's a big gap. Damn. That's a big gap right there. So they expect the earnings per share of $7 to $8, as opposed to $6.74. So it's bullish still, right? It's very high guidance, but there's a big variance there. So I guess they must be expecting that, you know, because of the shortage and stuff. So Chipotle just came out too. CMG, oh my gosh. So CMG just had a huge beat in earnings per share, but missed in sales. So CMG reported earnings per share of $5.36, as opposed to $4.89 estimate. Sales is 1.7 billion as opposed to 1.74 billion estimate. This is a 74% increase compared to the same period last year, and 20% increase over sales of 1.4 billion from the same period last year. So 20% increase in sales and about 74% increase in earnings per share. So really good data. Last year was trading at like 930-ish. Up like 62%. But they're just not meeting their numbers of the, of what people are expecting them to do. So they said comparable restaurant sales has increased 17.2%, which is good. Chipotle says that they're not providing fiscal 2021 comparable restaurant sales growth guidance for some reason. That's kind of sus. Let me catch up on the comments a little bit. Oh yeah, Kip, I shorted Dave and Buster a little bit as well, but only shares. I didn't short puts. I didn't get puts. Oh, nothing. Dang. Hey, what's up, Mick Meister? LVS guidance. I have to see. I don't think they guided, but they put earnings out. Let me check out Chipotle first, and then we're going to check out LVS for a second. So digital sales grew 133% and accounted for 50% of the sales. Woo! That is crazy, man. So I guess like they're getting majority of like 50% of the restaurant sales are coming from the app or like DoorDash or whatever. That's pretty crazy. Like people don't even like go in there to order no more. They just order on the apps. Hey, what's up, sub? Restaurants level operating margin was 22.3%, an increase of 470 basis points. Dilute earnings per share was 445. Restaurant asset impairment, closure costs, as well as corporate restructuring. A lot of these companies start talking about how much cash on hand they have, and we finance. Because I guess Wall Street is starting to worry about these companies that doesn't have a lot of cash on hand. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's not just that really matters. It's also, you know, like debt to cash ratio as well, which is still pretty high. Might even look at Chipotle. Yeah, I am. It's 1.5. It's pretty high. So they said comparable restaurant sales had increased of about 17.2%. For Q2, we expect our comparable restaurant sales to be in the range of high 20s to 30%. With quesadilla incidents normalizing and lower marketing investment. So digital sales grew 133% year over year to 869 million, representing 50% of sales. A little more than half of the digital sales were from order ahead transactions, as guests increasingly appreciate both the value and convenience offered by this channel, as well as the added convenience of more Chipotlanes. Oh snap, they said they opened 40 new restaurants during the first quarter and closed 5 restaurants, bringing the total restaurant count to 2,803. During the quarter, 26 of the 40 new restaurants, including Chipotlane, these formats continue to perform really well and help enhance guests. What's Chipotlane? Is this like... Oh, so it's a new concept they're testing. With like the drive-through and stuff. That's dope. Hey, what's up, Huntia? Good afternoon, man. Just writing plug today, pulled out because I didn't trust the swings. Was the intuition right? That's a good question. We can check out plug in a little bit. We'll add it to the list. What's up, Buzzer? Moneymakers faked me out on my Tesla calls today, and then it moved in power hour. Oof. Sorry to hear that, man. They played you. Moneymakers always be playing people. What's going on, Tom? So it sounds like a lot of you guys want to check out Tesla probably too, right? A little bit. I averaged down the 800 Tesla calls to $1.62. Yo, ballsy, man. Ballsy, Jose. Good luck. Go big or go home. I want to play options. I've been getting burned by money on these fake outs. I agree. A lot of fake outs lately. Oh, they are doing a share repurchase program. Super tiny though, because the company's market cap is like 40 billion, and they do a repurchase of additional 100 mil. So this is going to be about approximately 153 mil. They repurchased about $61 million of their own stock at 1,425 during the first quarter. So this is the key part right here. So we're going to check out on the future of the company. For 2021, management is anticipating the following. Given ongoing uncertainty surrounding the future impact of COVID-19 on the broader U.S. economy and any specific impact to our company, we're not providing fiscal 2021 comparable restaurant sales growth guidance. However, around 200 new restaurants opening, which assumes minimal construction and permit delays related to COVID-19. And estimate reflects the full tax year rate between 25 and 27%. Yo, that's pretty crazy. So they're gonna open 200 more new restaurants. And what was their total restaurant count? What were they up to already? So they have about 2,800 restaurants. They're gonna open 200 more. So what is that, like 200 divided by 23? It's like 7% more. So you're gonna see, with more restaurants opening, you're gonna see more revenue, you're gonna see more sales and stuff. So it's gonna continue to look good on the stock price. It's gonna continue to reflect very well as they open more and more restaurants. Yo, actually, I have been seeing a lot of new Chipotle restaurants. Even in Brooklyn, I saw like 2 new restaurants in the process of opening up. and they even they just opened one right under this new gym called Blink Fitness. So that's gonna be like easy money. Like, just imagine, right? You get out of Blink Fitness, you just finish working out, and then you go downstairs and Chipotle. Most people probably get that. Yeah, we can definitely add Key West to the list. Let's check out. Somebody asked me to look at Las Vegas Sand for a little bit, right? YOLO. It's socialism or barbarism. I love it. My man. There's only scalps in this market, and even those are becoming dicey and uncertain. You're right. That is true. It is getting a little bit scary to swing. Of course you should hold Tesla, man. What are you gonna do right now? You got calls. You can't sell it. It's already past 4 o'clock. What you gonna do? You stuck, man. At this point, you ride or die until market opens, bro. That's it. Wow, a lot of big earnings came out today. Damn, where's Las Vegas Sands? Yep, we got QS on the list already. I'm gonna check it out a little bit. I'm just gonna go through some of the reports. See if I find anything interesting. See, we couldn't be more enthusiastic about the opportunity to welcome more guests back to our property, and so on. Net revenue was 1.2 billion, a decrease of 15.6%. And they're selling some of their real estate properties and operations. That's kind of good, right? That's going to raise a lot of money for them. I don't think they provided any guidance. No guidance there for our Las Vegas Sandman. So compared to last year, everything looks ugly, really. They lost 36 cents per share as opposed to, 3 cents per share last year. So last year they were already operating on the negative side, but now they're just operating more negative. And then sales is 32% decrease compared to the same period last year, which is not that bad because at least that means they're making that money, Hey, what's up, Tune? What do you think about IFBD? What's IFBD about? Tell me more about this company. Yo, what's up, Black Atlas? What's going on? Yeah, today's been pretty good. Can't complain. Some of the stuff that we did pick up the other day came up a little bit, so I'm a little happy about that. I picked up CCJ the other day, came back up a little bit. I might even sell some here, man. It's up a tiny bit though. Yeah, that's what's up. Thanks for stopping by, man. What is my take on SPY for the next week or so? It's a little bit tricky. Earlier on in the week, on Monday, I posted the chart. So it's kind of like I posted the chart. We kind of got some of the plays working out a little bit. Let me see. Oops. So we kind of have, some of that move already. We got that slight rejection on the daily. We saw that pullback through Monday and Tuesday. So I think I said it last night a little bit that I think we could have seen a bounce today. just because when I was looking at the half-day chart, you know, I said that I thought we could see a bounce yesterday, because, you know, on the half-day chart, looking at the half-day chart, you saw that, you know, the RSI was hitting the bottom. It was getting really low. So usually when it gets really low, it tends to have like a tiny bounce, right? But from here on, you don't know. We don't know if it's gonna be a fake out or another, you know, like we don't know if it's gonna be another trap or what, because sometimes it could, you know, have a tiny bounce like it did here, and then trap a lot of the bulls in and come back down again. So this is probably one of the better areas to take profit and see where it goes. It might even hit the double top, and that's probably where I'll probably take most of the profit, because you want to be in early and out early as well. You don't want to be staying too long. So on the daily time frame though, it is kind of bearish, because you can see the reversal to the downtrend on the daily chart. But a lot of times the daily chart, you know, can easily be affected by the half-day chart, the intraday chart, because the long-term perspective is going to depend on what the short-term perspective is as well. So on the long-term perspective, it looks like it's a signal in the reversal. It's going to the downside, but short-term, we did see, you know, a nice reversal to the upside here. So those are some things to look at. And then there's also the other stuff that we talked about within the last few days about how I think that a lot of the earnings are going to have, you know, a lot of the companies are going to have record ERs, because, I mean, come on, look at it. Like when you compare it to March of 2020 versus, you know, like, which is like, you know, when you compare Q1 of 2021 versus Q1 of 2020, obviously every company is going to have great data, right? Because Q1 of 2021 doesn't have any closing, you know, everything's almost back to normal at this point for Q1. Whereas, you know, Q1 of 2020, we had full shutdown, you know, into February. From February, we had supply chain disruption from China, because they had already started shutting down from late January. And if I remember correctly, China started like shutting down from late January. They also had Lunar New Year's, which is like all of Asia in a way. So for Lunar New Year's, almost every manufacturing production facility was already shutting down, because it was like a whole week celebration. So for them, and because of that, those combinations, you know, it had disrupted the supply chain a lot. So I think like every company is gonna have record earnings for this quarter. So that could be a catalyst to jack the stocks up. But then again, man, we also had record quarters last year as well. I mean, like the last quarter, every company had really good beat, especially Apple, and they still dropped. Like they had one of the best ERs ever. And look at them. They, you know, they hit all-time high before ER and they dropped. Same thing with Amazon. You know, last earnings report, they had hit all-time high before earnings and they dropped, you know, took a big dump. So it's hard to say. Maybe it's priced in. Maybe people already anticipated this record earning like I have. You know, maybe they see what we saw. So it's hard to say here. But goddamn, man, this Amazon fake out annoyed the hell out of me. So just when I thought Amazon was dead from here, they came back up, man. Mess me up, yo. Mess me up. I mean, it's you could say that, but also at the same time, you could also technically say fundamentals are actually starting to have impact again. You know, because if you look at it, a lot of the solar company got beat up, right? Like JKS, like this is like in October. Fundamentally, it didn't make sense for it to be at $90, but it's starting to come back down to 30 something dollars. So, you know, fundamentally, it could probably be around somewhere from 20 to 40s range. So maybe you could also say at the same time is fundamentally fundamentals starting to make sense again, right? But it's tricky. Who knows? Let's check out some of the stocks. Let me catch up on the comment a little bit, see if I miss anything. We can add AMD to the list, so we'll take a look at the chips, and we'll take a look at AMD as well. Somebody on our YouTube channel asked. So for some of you guys that are new, we're streaming on our Twitch channel and we're streaming our YouTube channel as well. So if you guys are on YouTube and you see me talking about something that you're like, oh, what is this going on? I'm talking to some of the guys from our Twitch side. So somebody said they got into Plug today, and you sold it already. What was that? That was from earlier. I don't know if I missed the message. Is writing Plug today, pulled out because I didn't trust the swings right now. Was the intuition right? Oh yeah, I see it now. That's a good question. I mean, I think it's a little bit early to exit, but at the same time, I was also looking for an entry around 22.55. That was where I would have ideally tried to get an entry, and the resistance right now looks to me is at about $28. So I think it could climb there. I think that's a range that we can move to. So let me PLQG chart. So that's the Plug chart, right? So I think there's a possibility for it to move back to that $28, $29 area range. We are seeing a lot of money flow coming in. Even in the daily chart, you can see over here. So when it gets highlighted, that's when it's showing me like the divergence where we see money flow coming in when it gets highlighted, but the stock is still falling down, right? So that was over here when it was trading between $25 to $27 that day. We saw the so we saw the money flow coming in that day. And even today we saw money flow coming in, but the stock was still dropping. So there's that divergence there. But we're on the half-day chart. You see on the end of the day that there is a lot more volume coming in on the buy side. There's more buy volume than sell volume now. So we are seeing that move. We could have a gap tomorrow too. Or like a pre-market move up to probably $29 tomorrow. That would be a good area to take profit off, and then from there, that's gonna be where it's gonna be risky to watch and see whether it's gonna come back all the way to the $37 levels, or is it gonna retest the 22? So that's also something that we're gonna have to depend on the market, right? What we just talked about earlier. Because obviously, if the whole market is bearish, there is a most likely chance that whatever your stock that you're in is gonna go down because the market is bearish, right? If everybody in the street is scared, then people are gonna start selling, right? You wanted to check out TAP? You can add that. So guys, if you wanted to get a stock chart out, don't try to limit one per person, so this way everybody else has a chance and stuff like that. Could it be that we don't have enough data right now to see the full fundamental pattern? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think right now is just because we have so many new traders in the market. It's extremely hard for a lot of people to learn about the fundamentals, understand the concept of it. What makes the stock reasonable to buy and what makes it not, right? There's a lot of people that are just going in, I'm gonna buy Tesla because I like the company. So be it. If it goes up, it goes up. If it goes down, I would just pray, and that's what's majority of the trading environments is now. As we're getting more and more like retail traders, whereas back then it was more determined by like people reading analyst reports and where they were going to go and stuff like that. But at the same time, there's still a lot of hedge funds in it. There's still a lot of big traders and stuff, and hopefully those guys, they're even though like new people are buying in on the pump, hopefully those guys are smart enough to make the right decision and start selling off as the stock gets way overvalued. So that would balance out the market a little bit. Let's check out Tesla. So Tesla is doing really well. It's been holding the support over here. So this is one of the moving average lines that has been holding. So as you can see, this green line here held pretty well, 667, ran all the way up. And it almost looked good too over here, running past the resistance. So came back down and hit that support again. So at 695, tested it again today. Must have tested it this morning at open and had a full reversal because the market was so bullish that Tesla couldn't continue to drop. So that's pretty good. That's pretty juicy right there. We're starting to move up on the half-day chart. It's looking good. We are seeing a lot of buy volume at the end of the day. Seeing the RSI MACD crossover kind of. The money flow is coming in a little bit. It hasn't highlighted yet, so when it highlights, usually means a lot more coming in. So it hasn't necessarily seen that yet, but we are seeing that move up. We could see some resistance here around the 745 area. So that would be a good area to take some profit off. Obviously, if it opens around that area, take some profit off. Next area could be in that 785, 780 to 785 range. Definitely another area that you can also take profit off. So that's the money flow. Yo, what's up, Young Bo? BKR, Baker Hughes Company. When did they have ER? It says today. Did this ER already came out or? Oh, this morning pre-market. Let's take a look. So Baker Hughes came out this morning. Baker Hughes came out this morning. Earnings per share at 12 cents as opposed to 11 cents estimate. That's a beat. Sales is 4.8 billion, which is flat compared to last year. What is this company? It's a oil and gas company. Okay. This is a 9% increase compared to the same period from last year and 11% decrease in sales from last year. So it seems like a lot of the oil company is still struggling to recover and making the comeback. Let's see. So the first quarter results. Here are some of the highlights. The order of 4.5 billion for the quarter is down 12% and down 18% year over year. So 12% compared to last year and 18% year over year. Revenue of 4.8 billion for the quarter is down 12% year over year. GAAP operating income is down 10% and favorable year over year, actually, they said. So actually, they took some big L's, but they adjust did it 73 cents for anomalies, and that's how they came up with 12 cents. So they say they got some new contracts, investments and stuff. But a lot of the orders were down compared to last year. So 12% off. Damn, why is this thing so messed up? So let's see. Let's just pull them up on the charts, BKR. I think it's at a good area. So they're kind of at this level right here. It broke under a little bit. Could be a possible fake out. We'll really see. The next area could be like around 1760s. So that's the next area that could be another level of support. So let's draw that. Let's find that pre-COVID level, right? Before COVID happened, I would say this is a probably strong pre-COVID level right here. If I draw that from here. So kind of leave that here as the pre-COVID level. That's the ideal price we would want to see the stock recover to, which would be like 2150. This would be like the pre-COVID highs over here around 26-ish. So, and what was the percentage on the downturn? Like what, 14% or something? So if pre-COVID was 21.54, minus 14% would be 86. So 0.86. Oops, 21.55 times 0.86%. That would bring it to like 18.5-ish. So I guess if it comes back under 18, definitely a buy at this area. I'm bullish on the oil trade, so I think if it comes back to that $18 range, definitely buy BKR. I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me catch up in the comments. Oh, hey, what's up, Tony? Sorry, I just caught your comment from the YouTube side. Wondering about Dogecoin. The wife bought behind my back and told me that she's 6K in the hole. Wonder what's your point of view on it, please, and thanks. Ooh, I am so sorry to hear that, brother. We'll add Doge to our charting list, so we'll check that out for you. Hold on a little bit. We'll get down there. The sales are down because of new oil field projects are delayed and halted, but they anticipate 2022 returns. Feels like BKR could be bottom here, trying to find entry for longs. It's not just sales that are down. Company literally in the trash can. Let's see. Nah, I think they're okay. The company isn't too much in the trash can right now. Like, obviously, all the oil companies are taking big L's. You know, they're not doing well because of the oil crash last year that really like set back a lot of the oil companies. But I would say as long as the debt to equity is in the positive side, you know, you're looking at more assets than liabilities and debt and cash flow, you know, or cash on hand. Those add together. I think as long as they have those, the company would be okay, you know. But I understand what you mean in terms of like calling a lot of these oil companies trash can. I could agree with that to a certain extent. I mean, at the same time, you can say that about a lot of the companies out there. A lot of the cruise companies aren't trash cans. You know, a lot of the airline companies are trash cans, and so on. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of small caps that should be in the trash can, but at the same time, you have to also account for inflation and 0% interest rate. You know, those are some other alternative things that are driving the value of the stocks. So just because, you know, just because we don't think the stock can come back to like, you know, all-time highs here, at the same time, you have to also anticipate that, you know, even if the stock should only be worth like $15, adjusted for inflation, it could be worth $20 easily. You know, just as a concept. But we're also looking at the technical side as well. And on the technical side, I think it's reasonable. We should also take a look at oil, right? As far as crude as well. So crude actually started coming back down a little bit today. So I think if it does come back a little bit more to this $59, $60 levels, as long as oil futures doesn't necessarily go like below $55, I think pretty much majority of the oil stocks are safe. Like as long as it's a legit company with enough cash on hand and better debt to equity ratio of one, you know, of lower than one, I think they're solid. I think they're good to make recovery in the stock market. So this would be the ultimate level here, the $55 level on oil futures. So add that. Did I post the Tesla chart already for some of the other people? Tesla 750, then 785 area. So we check Tesla. Let's check out QS real quick. So QS kind of finished that head and shoulder a while back that we're looking at. I guess you could say there's that support from here. Didn't really touch that much, but it's starting to make a move back. Could see some resistance coming up at that area at 33.50-ish. Was it 38.87? So QS looks like bullish reversal to the upside. Ideal target would be around $38 if market remains bullish. So that would probably be the first area to exit. I mean, obviously you could keep going further, right? But you want to make sure you're taking profit along the way. So that first area, I would probably take profit along the way would be, the $38 area. And then I would let some ride and possibly see if it come back to $50. So those are also, other areas of great 40 and then 50. Anytime, man. I'm glad I could help. Hey, what's up, Air Support 81? And you should blue. So you guys want to check out DHH and Uber. We'll add that to the list. Stay around for a little bit and we'll get to it. So ARRAY. Array Tech. The wish list. That's our Amazon wish list. If you guys want to hook me up with some energy drinks, greatly appreciate it, but you don't have to. I think that wish list still works. Let me see. Damn, a lot of stuff getting out of stock. Probably have to take them out. Oh, somebody bought more Mountain Dew. One of them went out of stock. Thank you. So Array Tech looks like it's coming back as well. It's kind of hit a little bit of a double bottom here, right? So let's say we consider that the upper range. So it's kind of hitting that double bottom a little bit. That's one of the first hits, second hit. So next level that we're watching for is the 28.15 area. That's an area that's kind of rejected here. You can see that. You can see those rejections on that SMA right there. So that's starting to reject a little bit. If we can break above that $28 level nicely, next range would be, $29.87, possibly even 30s, right? If we can continue to move above this, it's gonna look sexy. It's gonna come all the way back here. So we need to kind of clear that area for the big move. But otherwise, if you got in on the bottom here, I probably look to take profit around at this range right here, at that 28.15 area. So ARRY is setting up double bottom. Hit 28.15, then 29.87. What's up, guy Ronnie? You want to check out Mara? We can definitely add that to the list. I think BTC is definitely worth a check. See what direction that is going. Did I get the kombucha drink from my wish list? Wait. Did I even have kombucha in the wish list? Oh, you know what? I think I did have the kombucha on the wish list, but I removed it because it was too expensive. I think I took it off, man, because it was mad expensive, dude. I didn't want everybody to I didn't want anybody to be wasting money like that. Because I could just go to Whole Foods and get it for half the price. Talking about this, right? It was like $48 for 16 ounce. For 16 cans. It's OD. Oh yeah, I was suffering from the kombucha, but that was from the ones I bought on sale at Costco. Because me and my friend usually go to Costco on Fridays and stuff. And I had one time they kept having this sale on kombucha, and I kept buying it. And then I realized that every time I drank it, I would get bloated and my stomach would kind of hurt. It was sus. It was sus, man. Maybe that's why it was on sale. Alright, Tom, let's check out Neo for you. So this Neo pattern worked out really, really well on the daily chart. I thought I already posted it on. I thought I posted this already at some point. Maybe I didn't. So, oh, actually, yeah, I thought maybe I posted on Stock Elites, but perhaps I didn't. So somebody asked me to chart it out. I think a day or two ago. Somebody had paid me to chart it out and stuff, and I posted the chart here. So I kind of really rolled up the whole analysis and everything here for Neo. Yo, what's up, the Dark Army? CCL? Yo, I don't know, man. Last time I looked into CCL, somebody cried and they left. It was like, goodbye, never see me again. So that's the chart on Neo, Tom. I wrote off everything already. We're seeing that whole support, setting up this triangle pattern, the descending triangle pattern. So naturally, descending triangle patterns are kind of bearish, right? You're kind of expecting the rejection from here, but at the same time, it could also be extremely bullish. And for the reason to see that extreme bullish case is that if it breaks out of this downtrend, right? Once it breaks out of this downtrend, it's gonna invalidate the bearishness of the stock, and we could see huge move to the upside. So that's the pattern there. So our target was 36.5, and that's already past the target, obviously. Let's pull up on this chart, and you can kind of see it hit the SMA really well too. So let me pull that line back a little bit. You can see it kind of hitting it perfectly over here and over here. So the SMA was at $39. So you can see on the corner right here. So that green SMA right here, that's at $39, and hit 38.96, missed it by 4 cents, and and it came back down a little bit, right? Did it? Maybe not too much, 10 cents. So from here, if we can break above that descending triangle and breaking up this area too, it's a little bit more bullish. We could possibly hit 42.35, and then further on, could even set up to hit all the way up here. The 200 SMA, I don't think I have the 200 SMA here. This green line would kind of be equivalent to the 200, but I don't think it necessarily hit it that well. Got me pad thai. What? Lies, bro. I don't even have pad thai on the list. How could you get me pad thai? Is that even possible? Tom pie. Any chance it could break out below? Yes. So naturally this descending triangle, naturally it breaks downwards, right? So that's where you could easily either say like the best play is, because when you see a setup like this having lower lows, right? Every time it move back up, it has lower lows. That's why it's bearish, right? That means every time somebody is buying at the support here, they're selling at lower price than previously because they're trying to exit scam before the next person like has a chance to sell, right? So that's how they trap a lot of the new peoples. So if people are buying it here thinking it's a buying opportunity, and they're like, oh yo, last time it hit like $46 before it sold off, so let me wait till $46, right? Where somebody else, some of the bigger whales, they're like, yo, I'm gonna get rid of it over here at 41, before anybody else had a chance to sell at 46, they're gonna get rid of it at 41. So it causes more downtrend, and then people will see it come back to like this $34 support again, and they're like, ooh, it bounced 2 times already, let me buy it up again, right? So they're buying again a third time, and they're like, oh yo, last time the previous high was around 41, maybe I can take it from 34.50 to 41, right? But then you can have other people trying to sell it here. So if the market isn't bullish enough, it wouldn't break back up. It'll most likely reject here. But then if it rejects here, and if the market becomes extremely bearish, kind of like how we were in February, then people can continue to sell off. It would break that major support that we thought was a good support here. It would break and it would drop a lot more. It would come back down to this 25 area. So that would, it would continue to find the next support. Could even hit that 25 or even like 20. Now that's huge FUDs, but I'm not saying that will happen. I'm saying that's a possibility. And what I mean by that is like you can see over here, you see this trend line hit 3 times, right? And and it was looking really good. And then look what happened here. It broke the trend line, right? So once it broke that trend line, it just keep trying to find the next level, which was kind of over here a little bit, but it continued to break further and further. But you see that big break? That's from 49 all the way back down to 34. That's a huge move to the downside, because once it broke the trend line, all the people that, thought it was going to bounce again, they loaded up, thinking there was a chance, and they just got stuck bag holding. But yeah, I hope that helps, man. Yo, what's up, Time Hawk? What's going on? Oh yeah, for sure, man. Obviously, we talked about that multiple times. Like if Tesla is extremely bullish, obviously NIO is gonna be bullish as well, because it's the EV sector. They're like brothers and sisters. They go together. They're like twins almost. It's making a dragon formation. Yo, perhaps can draw any formation you want, yo. Alright, so let's check out some of the. We got a little bit carried away there, so I hope that clears up some of the EV stuff for you guys. I'm gonna go check out the semi sector and the AMD.
And instead of paying a celebrity millions of dollars to endorse our brand, we convinced one to pay us. Hey guys.
Yes, we're gonna take a look at Bitcoin as well very soon.
And that's why we can afford to give you more for less. Stop by a Mint Mobile store today. Oh, right.
Indeed, indeed. Oh dang, been holding Neo since '66. I feel you, Darky. It's tough, man. But what can you do? If you believe in the company, the only thing you can do is average down on support. We'll get into Bitcoin a little bit. Just hold up. Once we do Mirror, we're gonna do Bitcoin. Some of the other people requested on the Twitch side, these other tickers, so we're just going through the list. So AMD is kind of moving with the market. It's looking pretty bullish right now. Kind of setting up another bottom here and starting to move back up. I would say next resistance area would be like 82.62-ish. So we got another dollar to go. I think that's a pretty good area to take some profit out. Possibly could even hit 85-ish. That's another big resistance here. But so far, last time it got rejected at this line here. So, and then got rejected again. So we can see it get rejected one more time. So we got Dogecoin and Tap. That's an interesting one, man. Who asked for Tap? Oh man. Yeah, that's funny, bro. It's like one day I'll tell my kids about the time I bought Mare for $4 and saw a $7 cover call on it. And then it went to 20 plus and I cried. Yo, should frame that. I feel you, man. I feel you. We bought Riot like super low too. And like $2 to like $7. And I cry as well, man. I cried too. It was sad. Wow, I haven't charted Molson's cores for a while. I think I haven't looked at this stock since like last year, yo. On one side, you could look at the stock and you could say like extremely bullish, man. Had like the huge downtrend that it broke out of. What's your play on this company Tap? Who was it that asked for this? Was it Kip? I would say the new support. Um, oh, I would say support would be right there at the $44 range. Kind of bullish on the longer term. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, who requested it for this and what like short term or long term that they're asking about. Oh yeah, rest does what's your plan on this? Are you looking at this for long term or short term? I think long term is pretty bullish because it broke above the this line here. So, but it's starting to hit the double top a little bit. It's getting close.
Hey Dave, if my son still eats my food, does that make him a dependent?
No. File a simple return for free, now with advice from a TurboTax Live expert.
So we've been making nice like bullish flags. So for TAP, we could easily see a price target like to 56. It's already starting to make some nice recovery. We have that pre-COVID level around 58-ish. That could be an ideal target too. You know, I always like those pre-COVID levels. I think those are going to be great magnet levels for a lot of these stocks that are beat up to come back to, as long as the company and the business is viable. So I hope that helps, man. Then we got Dogecoin next. If we're gonna check out Dogecoin, I guess maybe we'll check out Mirror and BTC at the same time as well, since they're all crypto related. Let me catch up on the comment a little bit, guys. I miss. That's me with AMC. Yo, I remember that time, Hawk. I remember we were talking about AMC that one time. Yo, that's right, air support. That's still a win. A win is a win. You know what is? You know what? Like, what's the biggest flaw any trader has that like makes them fail? Is it's just looking back and getting stuck on that. Like, that's one of the biggest flaws that they kind of talk about in this book called Trading in the Zone. And they said that's one of the biggest psychological flaws and mistake that you can make is looking back and wishing you could have done better, but not thinking about how you could have done better. I mean, that's like a life lesson in itself, man. It's like when you look back and you wish you could have done better, or you wish you could have done this or that, but what was your takeaway from that? Like, right? Like, what did you take away from that mistake, or that action that you thought you could have done a different action? If there was no takeaway whatsoever, if you didn't think there was a lesson for you to be learned, then there was pointless looking back. There was no point looking back, because what's happened is already happened. There's nothing you can do about it. But if you guys want to learn more about that, feel free to check out that book, Trading in the Zone. They just partnered with Hexo for a wheat and beer joint venture. Ooh, that's interesting, Rez. So that's bullish for Hexo, for a TAP. But I thought TAP already partnered with Kron. Hey, what's up, Hobo Cottage Cheese? GHSI. We can check that out in a little bit if you wait a little bit. How bad is XU100 looking? What's up, Omega 3 Vitamin? Pretty cool name. Check that out. Damn, Spendo, you don't whale anymore? Going for delta neutral stuff. Moving on to new things, I see. Yo, Spendo, selling strangles is horrible idea. I'm talking about buying strangles. I don't know where you get the selling from. I mean, unless you're selling at the right stuff, but that would eventually catch up with you. Double toppy strategy. That's what's up. QZY says I sold Coca-Cola calls the week. This week it just takes off like a rocket. Did KO really take off? Yeah. This probably be a nice area. You gotta sell at the resistance, man. That's the problem with a lot of these willing strategies. Like, you gotta, work on the TA and find like good resistance points to sell it at, so that you're always finding like good areas. Like, I have some Gina's Gina's shares that I sold a bunch of covered call on last time, and I was lucky enough for it to expire worthless because I rolled it out a little bit. So now it came all the way back down. I didn't sell any covered call on it because I didn't see a reason to. It like coming back all the way down. It's probably gonna hit like next support. Worst case, it'll hit next support, and I'll just add more position. At $1.32. But otherwise, I wouldn't sell anything on it unless it hits $2 again. Even if I have to wait a month, because there's no point in selling premium, on such low premium when it's like burning down so far that it's got to eventually recover. Not like this. Was expensive this 1 week. Consumer staple has been doing well. Yes, it has. Coca-Cola, Pepsi. I just unloaded Pepsi yesterday. Terribly heavy. What's up, Omar G? Ah, oh, dang, Kip. I did do array for you. I think I gotta go back. It's looking good. Double bottom setting up. I'm sure if you look back in the comments, you'll see array. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still catching up on the comment. Was thinking that money was going to safer stocks, consumer staples, but a lot of money went into growth. Indeed. Most of my game rotates around swinging, so I'm getting itchy not being able to trade in this market, so using my time to polish up my skills. For sure, yo. I feel you. Yes, sir, Omar G. Yes, sir. Don't just wish, learn. If you made the right call and dumb luck is the reason you're wrong, you have to let it go. Facts. My man's spitting facts. Time hog. Nice. Yeah, some of these stocks, if you believe in them, just buy some shares long term and just forget it. I'm gonna check out BTC for you, Ronnie. All right, see ya, Omar. Oops. All right, let's check out Doge. I just caught up on all the comments. So as far as Dogecoin is concerned, we could have a bounce here and move back up. Ideally, this 24 cents area could be a buy the dip opportunity. But if it breaks under 20 cents, that's probably where I would sell. There's a huge move, like huge gap down from there. But I'm not too crazy about Dogecoin. It's all momentum right now. No real value in the coin for long term, but if momentum is good, it could easily push it. So that is
Shopping with Google helps you find whatever you're looking for, like sunscreen for keeping your family safe. You can find the best value, read reviews, even see what's available nearby.
yes, John.
Shopping, start Google.
And hopefully, that could be a nice double top area to sell. But I also think that there was also a lot of people speculating that, what was it? They were saying that what was it? Dogecoin was supposed to be 69 cents by 420, and obviously that didn't hit yesterday. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that. Like, I don't know if people are gonna lose hope and start selling it off, or people are still gonna, hope and pray. So you're gonna have to check Reddit on some of the posts and see, what everybody else think about that and things like that too. I have 50K Doge at Cryptopia as a random buy 6 years ago. Never really cared. They went bankrupt before now. Yo, I think, they came back. Cryptopia. The Cryptopia came back at some point, right? And they were allowing people to claim the losses, but I don't know what happened. I lost a lot of stuff there too. I have a bunch of shitcoin on there as well. Like I know I have like Reddit coin, I have like Spartan coin, and a bunch of miscellaneous shitcoin that only they carry. I probably have Doge too there, man. Who knows? What's your break even point, Tony? Where was that at? So let's check out BTC as well, since we're on the topic of crypto. So this is my overall thought on Bitcoin in general, right? That I posted. Oh, you're at 0.36? You're okay. You're not all the way at the top, so it's easier for you to break even from there. So I think for crypto, we have major support around the $52,000 area. I would be extremely careful if we drop under that, because that would show that on a longer time frame. That let me pull on the longer time frame. That if we come under that, low of under 52 or even 50, that would show the longer downtrend of going down, right? That could be a possibility of the cup and handle pattern setting up. But on the shorter time frame, I think if we continue to move back up, if we can get up, like get close to 58,000 or above 58,000, we could be extremely bullish again. So there's the only thing I don't like though is that we have to make these smaller breaks first, because it's also having like, I think it's also setting up a symmetrical triangle a little bit, not necessarily, because it's having lower highs. That's what I don't like about it right now, that Bitcoin keeps selling off on lower highs. Anytime I see it selling off on lower highs, I get a little bit iffy, man, because that means people are taking profit earlier. So as you can see here, like people are selling at first. When it came back to like 57, everybody thought it was gonna came back to 58. So people sold before other people wanted to take profit at 58. And then over here it's sold at like just right after 57,000 and lower than that, and then over here it's sold even lower than that. So if we bounce again, we need a bigger move. We need a move to the upside, like a higher move, a stronger move to really help us out. Did you do did you get your money back from Cryptopedia yet? Cryptopedia? And if you did you have to do KYC? Did you have to like verify your identity and stuff? Because I don't know if it's worth it to verify my identity for like 0.5 BTC. I think I have like 0.5 BTC there, actually. Not even sure how much. I know I didn't have too much though. So that's kind of on Bitcoin. That's the thought process on Bitcoin right now. And for other people that are wondering about Mara, that's also going to be depending on Bitcoin, right? Mara is obviously, they're a mining company, Mara and Riot. So if I look at Mara, I would just assume the same thing for Riot as well. In order for Mara to be extremely bullish, we would need crypto to be bullish. We need crypto to have that like long-term bullishness for the mining company to make money, right? So if Mara is starting to make a lot of investments again into Bitcoin mining and Ethereum mining and things like that, but if crypto doesn't survive, then what are they mining? They're mining trash, right? At that point, if they're mining something and the stuff doesn't continue to go up, then they're mining trash. So that would be ugly. But so that's really gonna depend on how crypto is doing. If you guys think that crypto will continue to be bullish, then Merit is a good investment. And we're also seeing we could be seeing a reversal here. We got the first buying volume coming in here, money flow coming in. So the RSI curl back up. So we are kind of setting up the reversal a little bit, but it's hard to say whether it's going to be a fake out just like this one here, or our nice cup and handle reversal setup. So Mara. So I just typed up the chart on Mara. I hope that helps. Etsy? Yeah, for sure. Let me take a look at Etsy here. A man's trash is another man's treasure. For sure, for sure. Speaking of mining, gold miners are moving up. Yep, gold is moving up all time as well. You know, that was something that we're looking on. But, you know, what do you think about gold? If gold is moving up, what does that tell us? Oh yeah, check this out. Check this out. I drew this a while back. I drew this gold bug over here. I think this is the area that gold was gonna start crawling up a while back. Because you know, this gold bug, instead of, you know, like people that love like gold and silver, they're like, you know, metal bugs, right? They call them gold bugs. So drew that little bug there. So it is starting to move back up. It's starting to make a crawl. The 1680 was a super bottom. It was a triple bottom from here. And we kind of double bottom here. So it was like it went up, came back down, gave people another buying opportunity, and now it's crawling back up to that double bottom pattern up here. So that's bullish. But I think we're gonna have a short-term top here, because the second everybody start getting excited about it, we could have you know, we could have some sell-off off change a little bit. So 1815 would be nice areas to take some profit. You can even see on the chart it's getting a little toppy on the RSI side as well. So I would definitely look to take some profit off, you know, especially if you picked it up down here with us. How do you time gold price movement? I hope the chart answers your question. Timed it by looking at the chart, man. Finding support levels. Yo, what's up, Echo Not Echo? MKC. We'll check it out. Does gold going up tell us that US dollar is going down? I mean, it is an inflationary trade. So, you know, yes and no. Because the lower the dollar, the higher in the inflation. The higher the dollar, the lower the inflation. So if we think we're gonna see a, you know, high inflation, then obviously gold should be moving up. But it's also heavily manipulated as well to a certain extent. But you can see some inverseness to this chart. Hopefully not, man. But you know, there has been a lot of money flowing out of gold because of Bitcoin. Ah, dang. We'll see you, Spendo. I was gonna do Neil, but take that off then. Thanks for letting us know. Have a good day. Hope you enjoy that chicken. All right, so we got some other stocks on the watch list as well. BHP, Uber, Etsy, CCL. If you guys are still here, can you please type out your ticker, so this way we'll take a look at them for those few that are up next, these four. Otherwise, if you guys don't claim them, we'll skip them. All right, so we got BHP here. What is this company, BHP? Wow, this company is super diversified. BHP is a leading global diversified miner supplying iron, ore, copper, oil, and gas. What the hell? What don't they have? Interesting stock, man. Thanks for bringing this up. All right, so let's check how they're doing for the year. So we hit some resistance here. Hit some resistance there as well. Right. I think next level is possibly up here. So that would be 96 if it continues to move up. It's interesting company, man. So what are they in? They're in iron, copper, and oil and gas. So I feel like in the future we're pretty bullish on all those. Copper future has been having a pretty nice run. Copper futures could hit 467. That's kind of the same top that we saw in that stock. What was it? BHI? I mean BHP. Sorry. BHP, yes. So where was that top that we saw? The top that we saw was in May 2011. And this top in copper was from January or February 2011. So it's a delayed tray. This tray is a little bit the futures is faster than the stock itself. So for the future tray, if you see the futures continue to move up, then I guess that's where you will continue to hold. But if the futures continue to break down, then you will sell off, because the future is kind of reflection of the minerals and how they do, and then how their next earnings forecast could be possibly. But the future looks pretty bullish so far. So that's copper's futures. If you want to check that out, it's HG. BHP. So, but obviously these are long-term targets, not like, they're not going to be like tomorrow. Obviously it's not going to hit $96 tomorrow. It could probably hit that in a month or 3 months from now. So if you're holding shares, you're probably okay. But, if you're holding options, you got to time it properly. They even do uranium. Dang. Lithium as well, and nickel. What don't they do? Hey, what's up, Skinny? We can add Tan to the list, but this will be the last one. Running out of time here a little bit. So that was BHP. I hope that helps, man. Then we got Uber next. So let's check out Uber for You Shit Blue on YouTube side. That's what Uber is looking like. How long have you been holding that BHP stock air support? So I was a little bit bullish on Uber. I thought we were going to finish that double bottom last time and continue to grind further and further. But that didn't happen. So we did have, a nice little double bottom bounce. But it didn't go that much higher. It came back down. We're kind of at that support again here. So this $55 area, if it comes back above 55 tomorrow, probably bullish. We might see a run into earnings. But I think under 54 would probably be a nice support. I mean, a nice stop loss area. But if you're in that trade, you know, this could be an interesting average down area or hope and pray area. The risk and reward is somewhat there. If you get in at 55, it could bounce back to 60s. Might even have a nice pre-earning run up. You know, if it was anything like the last two earnings, it could have that pre-ER run up. We have had that here back in July 2020. We had a nice ER run up. We got a tiny ER run up over here in November as well. And then last time in February, we got a huge ER run up here. So I'm not sure if there's any news or catalyst that's driving it down as well. So Uber plans Germany launch. So on Uber, I think I'm more bearish. I mean, I'm more bullish than bearish. I hope that helps, man. For You Ship Blue on YouTube. But you know, that's true. It could look like a rinse and a repeat. But you know how these rinse and repeats are sometimes, man. It will work so well for so long until it doesn't. All right, let's move on to the next one. Yeah. That's the thing about that's the thing about patterns. Like you just trade them until they don't work. If they don't work, you make sure you have a stop loss and you know you get stop out on it. What's up, Dizzy Blindside? All right, so we got Etsy and CCL. I don't think I heard anything for CCL and GHSI. Are you guys still here? Oh, Etsy, what a scam, bro. So Etsy almost looked really bullish last time. It was breaking out here. I thought that it would come back to back test. So it kind of did. I think this is pretty bullish here. You could kind of back test. It's already back test and held the line really good here as well. So speaking of another pattern playing out. So that's a pretty easy one. So I would, you know, if we would take that trade, stop loss would be under the low of this candle right here, which is 201. So I would even mark that stop loss at 200. You know, but it's a big stop loss, but it's also a big mover as well. So I hope that helps, man. Yep, a lot. Like at the end of the day, everything's gonna depend on how SPY and the Qs move. So I didn't hear anything for CCL, so we're gonna skip that and check out GHSI. Yo, what's up, Hawaiian Beefy? YOLO 20K into gold calls today. Yee. Sheesh. Yo, did you ever see this gold chart that I drew a while back, Hawaiian Beef? Yo, you must be up nicely, man. did you see this old one though? This is one that I drew on the other chart. I usually don't post this chart as often, but that really nice double bottom setup. We're hitting the resistance. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I am actually gonna take some profit tomorrow morning on gold because it's heading this line here. I picked up positions here. I didn't pick it up on the second drop though. I was scared, but I picked up on the first drop. I was waiting to take profit in this area. So the position that I picked up on the bottom here, I'm gonna take profit here. The position that I took over here, I'm probably gonna ride it and see if we can come back to this 1850 area, and you know, and so on. But I've averaged down on the gold position multiple times. I have more gold position than I should have at any time in my life, and that shouldn't have even been a thing. But I believed in it strongly, you know, as long-term like investor and trader. I believed in the gold trade. It didn't make sense that it kept going down, so I just kept averaging down. I started my position here, averaged down here, and I had to do another average down here because I was like, I'm already deep in, might as well. That's where it took a lot of my money. Usually I would get stopped out on that trade, but it was like it was such a like solid fundamental trade. I didn't get stopped out. I didn't let it stop out actually. If you want to own real gold, you can check out this company. So it's called OUNZ. So if you invest in this stock, you could potentially own real gold at any point in time that you like. So look into that. Looking for it to be denied at 170 to take profit. Let's see. What is 170 on this chart? Over here. Okay. Yo, I don't know if we'll get another 158. I don't know, man. What the hell? Scary. Thanks, Pip, man. Glad I could help. Istanbul stock market, eh? Let's see. Let's check it out. So I think I know for a fact that a lot of the global markets follow the US market with some anomalies here and there. I could be wrong, but let's see. All right, so I got this. Left side is the Istanbul market. Right side is the American stock market, right? So let's take a look. Let's take a look at some areas that some important events, right? So this was pre-COVID. Let me write that there. So this was March before COVID happened, before our stock market crashed. So as you can see, similar move, right? But obviously natural event, global event, so it's gonna move pretty similarly. And then over here, this market crashed a little bit while our market was going up still. So I think it might have been a delayed crash. It might have been this crash, that crash here. Let's see, and then it continues to grind back up, and then it started to crash here. So I think it's following our market a little bit more. kind of set that double bottom there, and then started running up like crazy. Has some mini crashes. Pretty reasonable. So it started to crash here while our market has ran back up a lot more. So I think it's bullish, man. I think the XU100 is bullish. If it's gonna follow our stock market, it's a little bit behind. So I think this 1300 area could be a good area of support, and we can see a nice bounce from there. Somebody asked me a week from now. I want to know how this stock does. I want to see how this index does and if my prediction is right or wrong. XU100. Am I a prophet or a fool? That is the question. We'll find out in a week. Let's check. Let me catch up on the comment. What's up, Felipe? Hey, man, I'm glad you're liking the live. I'm glad it helps out. That's right. Time Hook said market moves in tantrum. Facts. Time Hook is the best, indeed. Yo, that's what's up, man. We're glad you're making the money and like improving. That's what we should do as humans, right? Continue to improve. Nice. I just went to Google, like I just went on YouTube and I just typed in like no copyright music, and I just like picked the first thing that popped up on playlist. Yeah, 1305 area, 1306-ish, give or take. A lot of the people on the investing website was saying like 1200, but I think if you're shooting for 1200, you might as well shoot for 1143. Yeah, I typed in that and Apple came up for me. Is this the Dow version? BIS 30, is this the industrial of Istanbul, or? This looked like it got more room to go. This could come down here. We do have a mentoring thing. If you guys want to learn more about that, you can always hit me up on Discord. For selective Xtrade members and stuff. All right, so we got MKC and TAN. Those are the last two ones we got on the list before I call it a day here. This is a total market or the market cap? Looking at like 1478 for this. So it's looking like it's hitting support. So I guess people, was it? You said Turkish? Is it? I guess people are like probably like running around with like chicken without a head right now. They're probably hella scared. Like, oh my gosh, no, the market crash is donezo. It's over. But just know, if there's fear, I mean, German market is doing pretty good, so it's coming back a little bit because German market looks like got more room to go actually, but so does SPY. I would watch how SPY does. At the end of the day, you could either be hitting support, or SPY could be the beginning of the downtrend. So I would say, if SPY doesn't drop under 410, then my thesis remains that the Turkish market will continue to be bullish or find support. If SPY drops under 410, then my bullish thesis for the Turkish market would be invalidated, as the American market started moving down. That would create the bearishness across the board in German and in Turkish. The chief banker was fired? Holy smokes, that's crazy. Why? Why did he get fired? Echo, not Echo, still here? MKC is consumer staple company. Looks like a breakout. But we got fake out multiple times on these fake breakouts. So breakout or fake out. Market remains bearish. It will continue to break out. Market goes bullish. It will be a fake out. And then let's check out TAN. TAN is the solar ETF, finding the bottom here, lower lows, kind of like NEO. I mean, not lower lows, lower highs. Looks like we could see that potential bounce here. As the pattern play out, that could be an interesting area to take profit at the top of the line. So top of the line around 86.55, like a dollar move up, could be an interesting area to take like 50% off and then ride the rest to see if we can, make a move all the way back to up here. See how the weekly chart looks. Oh man, weekly chart hasn't been super crazy as well. I know a lot of people are extremely bullish on the solar sector, and the sell-off has been crazy, but keep in mind, the pre-COVID high was at 42-ish. Oh man, that's a sign I gotta end the stream here. Voice is getting tired. 2 hours usually the cap. Already going on for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, we're looking at the weekly chart right now. So on the weekly chart, it's extremely green. Looking at the Heikin-Ashi candles as well. TAN long term. And then TAN short term. Get 86.55. Anytime, mate. We'll see you later, guys. Take care and have a great day, man. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later and stuff. And we'll be back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. to take a look at some of the other stocks. We got Snapchat, Intel, Samuel Adams, Seagate, Skechers. Ooh, Skechers gonna be an interesting one. And Mattel. So a lot of good ER tomorrow. But I'm out. Take care, guys.